Hello, Sadhuri.
Yes, Bante, I'm here.
You have any question?
Not yet. There's no questions in the chat right now. Um, Actually, there's not that many people yet. We are a couple minutes early.
Yeah. Yes, only 7 people I can see.
Yeah. Maybe some people thought that because of the retreat, we wouldn't have the Q&A.
I heard people in the Bhavana hall
Yeah.
also join it,
Okay.
even though you cannot see them now.
Yeah.
But I heard some of them also joined. Anyway, if there are questions, we can start right now.
Okay.
Uh,
Um, I don't see any questions, but okay. There's one question now. Can you please explain the term Vipassana?
Swam Vipassana, yes, that's a good question. Vipassana means seeing in a very special way. A special way is the way that normally don't use. Special is special, something different. What is the difference? We want to see things as they really are. This is the phrase we hear very often. Things, see them as they really are. Very heavily loaded sentence. That means we want to see the body as it is, feeling as it is, perception as it is, thoughts as they are, consciousness as they are. And in the way we normally see, we don't see them as they are. We say that we have a sort of distorted perception. We think body is something permanent, feelings permanent, perception permanent, thoughts permanent, consciousness permanent. This way of seeing is called distorted perception. We want to see them as they are. That means body is constantly changing. Feelings are changing. Perception are changing. Thoughts are changing. Consciousness is changing. When something is changing, we call it impermanence. If something is impermanent, it can never be satisfactory. Whatever is impermanent, unsatisfactory, is without self, no permanent entity. When we say everything is impermanent, everything means everything, no exception. Whatever is, whether the Buddha said, whether the Buddhas come into existence or not, all conditioned things are impermanent. In Pali it says, Upadava bhikkhave tathagatanam, anupadava tathagatanam, thitava sadhatu dhamma thitata, dhamma niyamata, sabbe sankara anicchati, tan tathagato abhisambhujyati, abhisameti, abhisambhujyitva abhisametva, आशिक्षति देशयति पञ्यपेति पट्टपेति विवरति विभजति उत्थाने करोति. The meaning of this Pali passage is whether the Buddhas come into existence or not. All conditioned things are impermanent. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. All conditioned things are without self. Buddha did not teach Dhamma to Buddhists. Buddha taught the Dhamma to human beings, all human beings, whatever the religion they affiliate with, whatever they believe, doesn't matter. Whether you believe in something or other, you are impermanent and your life is unsatisfactory, and therefore you are without self. And seeing this as they are is called vipassana. Vipassana. That is seeing in a very special way. Normally we see things with our eyes. We don't want to look at things with our eyes to see things as they are. When we see with our open our eyes, what we see is the superficial appearance of color, height, shape, size, and so forth. That can be changed. When you change a dress, you have a different appearance. When you wear color glasses, sunglasses, and so forth, you will see things differently. But this thing in Vipassana, you just pay total mindful attention to your own body, your own feelings, your own perception, thought, and consciousness. Only then can you see things happening to yourself. And that is kind of thing we call vipassana. Why do we want to see them as they are in this way? Because we want to end suffering. The whole purpose of practicing vipassana is to get rid of our suffering and then end our samsaric suffering. Repetition of birth and death is very painful. And therefore, we want to get rid of it. And by seeing things as they really are.
Thank you, Bante. The term that the person wanted to ask also is vupa or vupa sama as vupa samo sukho.
Upasamo.
Vupa samo sukho.
Upasamo sukho. Yes. Upasama means cessation, coming to an end. Upasama sukha. The happiness you gain by cessation of craving, cessation of dukkha. You have upasama sukha. Upasama sukha is another name for nibbana. When you attain nibbana, you will have a cessation of suffering, and therefore it is called upasama sukha. Rupa samo sukho. Upasamo sukho. Upasama means cessation, ceasing. Upasamo. Upasama is one word, two words, but combined together called upasamo. Sukho, happiness. Cessation of dukkha, craving is happiness. Yes.
Thank you, Bante. The next question is, does defending a view, is that Sakaya Ditti?
Yeah, defending a view. Yes, it is Sakkaya. What is Sakkaya? In the first place, we must understand we have 5 aggregates. As I mentioned several times in just earlier, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, or form, feeling, perception, thought, and consciousness. These five are called aggregates. Believing that these five aggregates are permanent, something sat kaya. That the sat means existing, kaya, the body, ditti means view. Wrong view. Here ditti is used if it is without definition. Ditti is ditti patta. Sometimes ditti is used for attaining extreme entry. That is called ditti patta, attaining to the right view or samadhi or extreme entry. But when you use the word with the word sakkaya ditti, that is a wrong view. So if one tries to defend it, one is defending a wrong view or sakkaya ditti. Sakkaya ditti arises when one thinks etang mama, eso amasmi, eso me atta. This is mine, this I am, this is myself. So when you see that this is myself, you defend sakkaya ditti, wrong view. That is a dangerous mental state. You cannot attain full enlightenment so long as you have sakkaya ditti or asmimana. Asmimana, the belief that I am. I am. In fact, as I mentioned when we practice vipassana, as is with the yoniso mind manasikara, with the mindful reflection, you will not see anything permanent, wrong, anything called sakkaya ditti. So you simply groping in the dark. And therefore, when we have mindful reflection is the reflection mind. In Pali, yoni manasikara. Yoni means origin, beginning. Manasikara, reflection. That means when something arises in your mind, you must go to the root, whether it is arising from the root of greed, root of hatred, or root of delusion, or whether it is arising from non-greed, non-hatred, non-delusion. Non-greed means letting go. Non-hatred means loving friendliness, metta. Non-greed, non-delusion means wisdom. Wisdom. If something arises through wisdom, then you nourish it. If something arises with the belief of, with the understanding of letting go, that is, letting go means getting rid of all desire. No desire, then nourish it. And if something arises in your mind with metta, loving friendliness, nourish it, maintain it. In order to do this, you have to use mindful reflection. Only through mindful reflection you can see this very clearly. Okay.
Thank you, Bante. Next question is, can you please explain how the factor of enlightenment of piti, joy, should be incorporated into the practice in the context of the 7 factors of enlightenment? So how do you use piti?
Piti is a factor of enlightenment. if piti arises, Viveka Viraga Nirodha Vasagga Pariname. Piti Sampajyangan Bhaveti. This is the formula. That means your joy arises based on seclusion, Viveka. Viveka has three types: Kaya Viveka, Chitta Viveka, Upadi Viveka. Kaya Viveka means physical seclusion. Chitta Viveka means mental seclusion. Upadi Viveka means seclusion from defilement, Upadi. And if a piti arises, depending on this Viveka and Viveka Viraga. If piti arises without craving, that is Niramisa piti. Niramisa piti means piti arising from spiritual development, seeing things as they really are. Piti arises. That is called Viraga. And Nirodha, if piti arises when your greed, hatred, and delusion ceases, as they cease, joy arises. Then Vasagga Parinami means total abandonment is the culmination, the crown of uh, attainment, joy. That is, and with that state of mind, joy arises. That is called Piti Sambojjhanga. Piti Sambojjhanga. So that is how we should incorporate it into the practice of the seven factors of one of the factors of enlightenment. Piti Sambojjhanga. Sati Sambojjhanga, Dhamma Sambojjhanga, Virya Sambojjhanga, Piti Sambojjhanga. Fourth, then Pasad Sambojjhanga, Samadhi Sambojjhanga, Upekka Sambojjhanga. All these bojjhangas are, if they arise, based on Viveka, Viraga, Nirodha, Vivekanishita, Viraga, Nirodha, Vasagga Parinami. With the culmination of blossoming at the attainment of enlightenment. And that is how you can incorporate piti with or include into the practice of factors of enlightenment. Okay? Hello?
Mara, can you explain what is Mara?
Mara.
Yeah.
Mara means the all evil mental states. There are all kind of Mara, Kilesa Mara, Abhisankara Mara, Vritti Mara, Mara, and so forth. Defilements also called Mara. And Devaputra, divine being, is called Mara. In Sutta Nipata, in the Bodhi, Buddha, when he was sat under the Bodhi tree, he destroyed 10 armies of Mara, 10 armies of Mara. And they are Kamate Patamasena. First army of Mara is desire, Kama. Vastu Kama, Kilesa Kama, and so forth, various categories of desire. Tutiya, Kama, Te Padma, Tutiya Arati. Second is discontentment, Arati. That also is Mara, army of Mara. Tatya Kupipasacha. Third is hunger and thirst. These also are armies of Mara. Chatuti Tanna Pavachati. Again, Tanna specifically mentioned here as an army of Mara. Panchami Tinamiddancha. Fifth is sleepiness and drowsiness. Chatti Bhiru Pavachati. Sixth is fear, of all kind of fear. Atami Vichikichata. Eight is doubt. And Mano Tambote Atami. Actually, Mana and the fear is 7. Mana and Tamba is Stamba means stiffness is 8. Then Mano Tamba. Then anyway, 10th is praise, what you call self-praise and disparagement of others. These are the maras of what you call retinue or army of Mara. And these maras you have to defeat. And once you defeat these maras, all other shades of maras also will totally vanish. And it has been explained in many Buddhist literature in many different ways, but primarily going to Sutta Nipata. Sutta Nipata is one of the oldest Buddhist texts. It is so old that even in some other discourses in Samyutta Nikaya and so forth, Buddha referred to Sutta Nipata. And therefore, what you said, see in Sutta Nipata is very authentic. Okay?
Thank you, Bante. There's a follow-up question on that. How do you defeat hunger and thirst? So suppose you're meditating and you're very hungry and you're thirsty. How do you deal with that?
You see, hunger and thirst are incurable diseases. There are 6 kinds of incurable diseases. They are, you can cure them temporarily, but you can never cure them permanently. What are the 6? Hunger, thirst, 2, cold and heat, 4, uchara pasava, then urinating and defecating. These are the 6 kind of diseases that that all living beings have. But in order to, when you practice Dhamma, meditation, and you can defeat them. For instance, in discourse in Madhyama Nikaya, Buddha said Buddha finished eating and some food is left in the alms bowl. Then 2 monks came. Both were very, very hungry and tired and thirsty. Buddha said to them, because there is some food in the alms bowl. I have finished eating, and if you like, you can eat it, or I throw it into a ground without grass or water without animals, fish. So one of the monks would say, well, I am, I came in my life practicing Dhamma for long, and now I met the Buddha and had this Buddha's very generous offer, and I don't want to eat now. I spend this whole day and night meditating. And the other monk says, well, I am so hungry, I eat this and then overcome my hunger and then meditate. Buddha praised the first one who has overcome his uh, hunger and thirst and meditated. This is how he defeated hunger and thirst for the sake of attaining liberation. Okay, thank you very much. Somebody has given the list of 10.
That was me, Bante, just because it's a long list of people want to copy it and remember
You
it.
found it, yes.
Yeah.
Number
Yes.
9, gain renown and honor, and falsely received. Number 10, exaltation, exaltation and disparaging others. Thank you very much for sending this, uh, what you call, list of maras. Okay, that's very good. And any other question?
Um, I don't see one in the chat, Bante. Um, there's one thing I wanted to ask, so just some clarification about the first jhana. Can you go over again the difference between access concentration and the first jhana? When you're in the full-blown first jhana, are you have no thoughts? Is that correct? Can you tell like how'd you go from access into first jhana? What's the transition? Can you clarify again, please?
Access concentration, the word upachara samadhi. This is not, this you cannot find in the text, but you can find in commentary like Visuddhimagga. Anyway, upachara access concentration is translated into neighborhood concentration. Upachara samadhi, neighborhood. Neighborhood means getting close to the center. And that concentration is not strong enough to have the power of full jhana. It is just like a little child trying to walk. Little child's legs, bones, muscles are not strong enough to stand steady to walk. Access concentration is like that. But full concentration is like adults' body. Adults can stand and so forth. So you can see the difference between a child's physical condition and the adult's physical conditions. Similarly, the access concentration is weaker than full concentration. That is the difference between these two.
Thank you, Bante.
Okay, there's a few more minutes. If you can have another short question a question which requires a short answer. I
We
think
don't have one in the chat right now.
in the chat box you cannot find any more.
No, that's it, I think, unless somebody has one last question.
Okay. Uh, last time we had uh,
Somebody's asking how you're doing. Any question?
yes, I'm doing okay now. For now, I don't know what will happen tomorrow after this talk, because I'm getting older every moment, like everybody else. I'm getting older faster than you all. Anyway, thank you very much for asking this question. And sometimes it is possible. Today is Sunday, Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. We have a Dhammapada uh, talk. And if anybody likes to join it, they may do so. I will be uh, here at 3 o'clock. Okay? Now let us do some, let us spend next half an hour in meditation. Okay? All right. Okay. These passages you all know already, but let me recite them for your sake. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long, large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth, may all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere, neither from anger nor ill will, should anyone wish harm to another. As a mother would risk her own life to protect her only child, even so, towards all living beings, one should cultivate a boundless heart. One should cultivate all the world, a heart of boundless loving friendliness, above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hatred or resentment, whether standing, walking, sitting, lying down, or whenever awake. One should develop this mindfulness. This is called divinely dwelling here, not falling into erroneous views, but virtuous and endowed with vision, removing desire for sensual pleasures. One comes never again to birth in the womb. With this metta thought, let us meditate. We have at least half an hour. By means of these meritorious deeds, may I never join with the foolish. May I join always with the wise until the time I attain Nibbana. May the suffering be free from suffering. May the fear-struck be free from fear. May the grieving be free from grief. So too may all beings be, from the highest realm of existence to the lowest. May all beings reside in these realms, with form and without form, with perception and without perception, be released from all suffering and attain to perfect peace. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Once again, friends, I want to share metta with all those who are suffering in hospitals from various diseases. May they all recover soon, return to their normal life, practice Dhamma, practice meditation, and liberate from samsaric suffering. May doctors, nurses, hospital staff who are taking care of these people seek in their own life. May they find time to practice Dhamma, meditation, and liberate from samsaric suffering. May all those who have lost their loved ones also try to understand the nature of life, practice Dhamma, practice meditation, and liberate themselves from samsaric suffering. May all those who are in trouble spots, various places, war zones, poverty-stricken discrimination, also find time to understand the human nature, practice Dhamma, practice meditation, and liberate from samsaric suffering. May all those who are in the northern direction, northeastern direction, eastern direction, southeastern direction, southern direction, southwestern direction, western direction, northwestern direction, up and below, may all of them be well, happy, and peaceful. May they all attain liberation. With these friends, we want to end this session, and may you all attain liberation. Okay?
Thank you,
Thank you,
Bhante.
Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu,
Thank you, Bhante. Everyone saranai.
Please give it Jare. Sadhu, sadhu,
Okay.
sadhu, sadhu.
Everyone, Saramai.
Everyone saranai.